Attention, programming note. For tomorrow, we have scheduled an exclusive 9 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC on Tuesday Talking to Me Rod Blagojevich interview. Exclusively. As a matter of fact, it will also be exclusive at 11 p.m. Eastern and at 2 a.m. Eastern because our show replays at those times. So it's a triple exclusive, 3 times as exclusive. How did we get this breaking news triple exclusive all to ourselves? We got it by letting everybody else interview Mr. Blagojevich first. I think it was a very shrewd move on our part. Just after noon Central Time today, the Illinois State Senate convened to begin its impeachment trial of Governor Blagojevich in Springfield. That's a potential question for him right there. You been watching your impeachment hearings, sir? Wait, that's actually not that good a question because we know the answer to that one. While they were working on impeaching him in the old 217 area code, Mr. Blagojevich was in the 212 area code on TV, on the Today Show on Sunday, on Good Morning America this morning, on The View this afternoon. He was even on with Geraldo Rivera in a parking lot apparently outside The View.
Let me hop on.
Okay, come on. Give me 2 minutes, guys, first. All right, good. What happened to our 2 o'clock interview?
Well, I don't know. I just go where they tell me.
I just go where they tell me. I hope they tell him to come here, like they said they were going to. So what questions to ask the governor? What about all that cursing, for example, that made him a folk hero to sailors and teenage boys everywhere, that caused me to start calling him Governor F-word? Is there a question to be asked about that?
And I'll point out when some of that language was used, there were no women on the phone.
Always the gentleman. And you know, since despite appearances I am a woman, that means we will not be needing the 7-second delay for our exclusive. What else can we learn from everybody else's exclusives in the last couple of days?
The fix is in the Senate. The fix is in. The fix is in.
The fix is apparently in, and he's got his talking points. We've got to try to get the governor off those talking points. You know, maybe one area of, I don't know, personal introspective questioning might be just about his self-esteem. I mean, what with all the ribbing that he's been taking from everybody?
There was an old saying in the Old West. There was a cowboy who was charged with stealing a horse in town, and some of the other cowboys, especially the guy whose horse was stolen, were very unhappy with that guy. And one of the cowboys said, "Let's hang him." Then the other cowboy said, "Hold on, before we hang him, let's first give him a fair trial. Then we'll hang him." Under these rules, I'm not even getting a fair trial. They're just hanging me. I'm not the first person this has happened to. All you got to do is read the Bible, and parts of the Bible are filled with stories like this about how human beings treat each other. And then, you know, the day unfolded, and I had a whole bunch of thoughts. Of course, my children and my wife, and then I thought about Mandela, Dr. King, Gandhi, and try to put some perspective in all of this. This is like an old Frank Capra movie, whether it's Jimmy Stewart or Gary Cooper. I see myself that way. In those movies, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Meet John Doe, Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, or It's a Wonderful Life.
Self-esteem, not a problem. He's a cross between a wrongly accused Clint Eastwood, Job, Nelson Mandela, Dr. King, Gandhi, Jimmy Stewart, and Gary Cooper. He is feeling okay about himself. All right, well, what about the whole impeachment thing? The still governor says that he is being impeached for a whole bunch of reasons.
Before this happened, there was talk of impeachment because I found a way to give every senior citizen in our state free public transportation around the legislature, because I found a way to give breast and cervical cancer screenings to uninsured women around the legislature, because I found a way to expand health care and protect 35,000 poor people that President Bush kicked off of health care. Legislature wouldn't pass it. We found a way to do it. That's why they're doing this. Maybe they'll wake up and realize that this is just one big misunderstanding. And I will point out, they were threatening an impeachment long before this came down, because I went around the legislature to give every senior citizen free public transportation.
In fact, there is mention in the articles of impeachment against Governor Blagojevich about some of the governor's activities in the area of health care. But the free public transportation for the elderly thing, it's not in there. That's not why he's being impeached. What is among the 13 charges of abuse of power is the charge that Mr. Blagojevich tried to extort the Tribune Company in order to force them to fire Chicago Tribune editorial board members who he did not like. And there's the charge that he tried to condition funding for a children's hospital on a campaign donation from a hospital executive. And there's that whole thing where he's accused of trying to use his power to appoint a replacement for Barack Obama in the Senate for personal gain for himself or his wife. What sort of defense is the governor offering against those very serious charges? You know, maybe there is a question somewhere in that area. I suppose I could ask him how his national media tour has played in the Illinois State Senate, where they started the trial today, except we sort of already have that answer.
There is one person who could come in here and could refute any charges that he was capable of refuting, try to explain away the charges, try to deny them. Somebody who has absolute personal knowledge of all of the information contained in this complaint. That person is Governor Blagojevich. And the rules clearly permit him to be here and to testify in his own defense.
Okay, so there go rules 15F and 8B that he complained about on Friday. What haven't we heard Rod Blagojevich talk about on every channel in the last 2 days? How about the fact that Rod Blagojevich, by himself, had the power to pick one of our 100 U.S. senators? Or the fact that Senator Russ Feingold noticed this and announced his intention to introduce a constitutional amendment mandating that elections, special elections, fill Senate vacancies. He said, quote, "The controversies surrounding some of the recent gubernatorial appointments to vacant Senate seats make it painfully clear that such appointments are an anachronism that must end." I do not guess that Governor Blagojevich minds very much, and he has answered a lot of questions from a lot of different interviewers. You just heard most of the sum of it. He repeats himself a lot. So what are we going to do with our triple exclusive 9 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC Talking to Me interview? Well, assuming we still get to have it after this public prep session here tonight, don't worry, we'll figure something out.